Hi Pisces, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Pisces, this is your mid-month reading and it's for the month of June. Very charming. Mid-June until mid-July. You can think 4 weeks into the future, give or take. And we're going to start with 3 initial cards here, 3 initial energies, where we're just going to go deeper and deeper and clarify to find out what's going on for you. It's a general reading, so anything and everything goes. So take whatever resonates, Pisces. And I'm still doing, like, I'm a couple of days after the full moon, or the super moon rather, in Sagittarius, but I am still feeling this one, and I feel like it's gonna, basically this full moon energy is gonna hang in there for a bit. So this is definitely gonna be in your cards, in the energy, and it's also gonna play out for the next couple of weeks in your life. So Pisces, and if you like this reading, if you resonate with it, if you feel like you're just interested in knowing more, you're so welcome to the extension at the end of this reading. So first card out is, Epiphany. And it says see clarity, and I'm very drawn to say that this is very much like a phoenix rising with a lot of shifts. This makes me think of my beautiful friend every single time. Every single time I get a little hello when I get the Epiphany card. And then Face Your Fears, interesting. Right after we have Face Your Fears. With the moon cycles there, we just talked about this full moon or super moon, and we have all these moon cycles behind you, behind the horse. And a wish fulfillment at the very end there, a shooting star. So we have Phoenix rising with Face Your Fears. Interesting. Third card out for Pisces, please. There you go. Archangel Gabriel. Messenger of creativity and hope. I just feel like this is I'm intrigued to go deeper into this energy, because this little dude right here at the end, there's a little baby or a little child. Like, do you see how many children there are? Like, there's so many children in this. We can clarify. Please clarify. There you go. So you see they go on and on and on in the back there. Like, they never stop. Like, there's so many children. And then you see, like, on this little dude right here is standing out to me. It's like they're sitting like this. Like they're thinking about things. Camera. There. They're a little bit different. They're the only one, like, the other ones are looking upwards, like they're seeking attention. This one is all on its own. Like, they have a different plan. It's a different plan altogether. Like, they're not too involved in what the other children are doing. Quite extraordinary. I just get a very extraordinary energy around this one. They're good on their own. Okay, so starting from the beginning, Epiphany, see clarity, and like I said, strong Phoenix rising vibes, which means that you're, like, coming back from something. If you look at it from, like, your entire life, Pisces, if you look at your entire life, we could talk about a Phoenix rising. Like, this is a moment where you're sort of coming into your own. You're starting to like your own skin. You start to like your own body. Like, you like where you're at. You've had enough life experience so that you can start to say, like, I know who I am. That kind of energy. If this is a Phoenix rising situation, for a recent situation, this is you definitely like coming back. You're thriving after this situation. So going deeper into this Epiphany card, why is this here for Pisces, please? Why is this here for Pisces, please? And I mean, there's a wave of again, there's something like it's like I'm standing up against a crowd, or I'm like, we have mainstream, and then we have this, okay, I just have to show you. Because usually I would say there's so much, like this whole line here represents everything like on then like this side, and every single like little painting thing, every little color dot that you see here is filled with butterflies. There are just butterflies upon butterflies upon butterflies. Like there's so many butterflies. And I feel like you're like in the lead of this. It's not like it's there. It's not like the butterflies are there to tell you like, okay, so this is a grand transformation that we're doing right now. It's almost like you're in the, like, if there's a bee community, there's going to be a queen. Like if the queen is not there, the bees just, I don't know if they die necessarily, but they just get really confused because they have like no home, they have no center, they have no focal point. And I feel like you're just the queen of the bees. You're the queen bee. You're the leader of the butterfly. And it's almost like you're stopping and you're turning around, like looking at all these butterflies, like you're in charge. Very interesting energy here. Why is this here for Pisces, please? So there's someone already understanding what that means. The observer and here and now. Got a little meditation there as well. The observer and here and now. So if we start with the observer card. No, okay. So if we start with the here and now card. This is very much about like, okay, so we have past in one direction and we have future in one direction. And it's not important. It really is not important. And I feel like you're more, okay, so you're more focused on the present and looking into the future. So let's say if I were to show this like in a percentage, because I feel like the line goes down here. If I feel a percentage is like 60-70% is really focused on the here and now and on the future. And then obviously you do the math. Then obviously what did I say, 60-70? So then obviously 30-40% were somewhat in our past. So we're not completely out of our past, but you're like way more in the present moment and looking to the future, which is really, really awesome. If you're going to be focused anywhere, that's really awesome. But this is saying, don't go into your past and don't even go into your future. Try to be in the present moment right now, because that's where all your power is. And this is the epiphany. Like you're going to come to some sort of understanding. There's an aha moment, like I was not going to say that, but like a golden light bulb is like going to just go off in your mind. Like something is going to fall into place. And as you become more, like I got the glimpse of the meditation card there, as you get more and more into stillness, as you just become still and you just allow for the answers to unfold, allow for you to go sort of on a treasure hunt, and just be amazed at what the universe delivers to you. Like it's the most fun thing. Like just yesterday, I was picking up my son from daycare and we were just out on a little walk. And when we were closing in to coming home, I just sort of just looked down in the grass and there was like, the sun was hitting the grass and this red thing that just were blinging away. It was just shining in the grass. And I was like, what is that? Like, it's like a light is just shining in the grass. And as I came closer, it was one of those like, aluminum foil. It sort of looked like an aluminum foil, but it was red and it was a cutout heart. So it was like an aluminum cutout heart in red. They were just by the sun, it reflected in a way that just really, it was the brightest red heart. And I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. Like a red little love heart was just sitting there shining for us. And then when we came home, like things, we did things here. And then my son was going to shower, and I was going to go into the shower, and here in this little, long story short, I don't have to be that detailed. In the shower, I found another red heart, because just the other day, and obviously that, I have no idea how the aluminum foil heart came to the place where it was, but this little heart was something that was actually sitting on a necklace that had let go from a necklace. It was like one of these plastic little thingies. And my son had played with it in the shower, and it had sort of fell into this little cup, the drainage, or whatever it's called. And I was cleaning that out, and then I was like, this is a little bit yucky. And then in the midst of it, it's like, there's another red heart. Like, that's so beautiful. And it's like, it might not sound like grandiose, but those little things, as you stay awake, as you are aware of your surroundings, and as you like stop for a moment and really appreciate, like me, like my son, and he's like adorable when it comes to these things. Like, oh, that is so beautiful. And like, we can really have a little moment of seeing these things and rather just passing them by and not have that realization or experience. And there's something here, like you will, the epiphany that you will get will not be just, I don't want to say just a little love heart, because those little small breadcrumbs is what sort of leads to the next thing and the next thing. And I love when the universe plays like that, when one thing after the other is just placed in front of you, and you just can't miss it, and you know exactly what it means. Very personal to you, but you know exactly what it means. And this being in the here and now, being very present with your surroundings, and also having enough time, I feel. Have enough time. If there's a meeting, have enough time for that meeting. If you are going on the walk, have enough time for that walk. If you're having a conversation with someone, have enough time. Like, don't rush through the conversation. Don't rush through the meeting or rush through it feels like leave enough space or even like room for something unexpected to show up. If you're constantly like booked in your calendar, and spirit or source is going to try to put little breadcrumbs in there, or little hints or little synchronicities for you to just be really excited about. But as you are really, really busy, it becomes harder and harder to really pay attention to those extra little things going on around you. But if you leave like 5 minutes, or if you just leave space in whatever you're doing, like you're present enough, you're not looking for other things, like what has the universe placed for me here? Like, I don't know, like I'm trying to find it. Like, if you're just present with what you're doing, but you leave enough space and room for something to surprise you, it's gonna surprise you. But most people fill up their calendars, and so there's not enough room or time to even explore that, because like you're on to the next thing. And now it's lunch, and then it's a meeting, and then I'm gonna pick up those and blah, 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 So there's something about being present in the here and now, and also the observer, which is take a different perspective. If you are like coming in from I love how both these are eggs, like we're sitting on eggs, which is, for me, is like you're sitting on huge potential. The golden, what did I say before? What was it that I said before? I said something before, and I said, I was not going to say golden before that. Now I see this golden egg here. This golden opportunity. Like you're sitting on these opportunities here. And I just find that when you're starting to be more present, when you're in the here and now, this potential starts to open up. And then as you shift your purpose, not purpose at all, when you shift your, maybe, when you shift, because I was not going to say that at all either. When you shift your perspective is what I was going to say. When you shift your perspective, there's another, like just another way of looking at this, or just another angle or understanding, or like something is going to bring even more like of the aha into your life as you take someone else's. It's like, you hear a story from someone else. Someone else is telling you a story, and you can only say yes and sort of nod because you hear what they're saying. But if you haven't lived anything like what they're talking about, you actually don't really understand, right? But the moment that you live through something, sometimes like I will live through something and I will be like, oh my God, now I know what they talked about because now I had the same experience. Or vice versa, if you try to say something to someone, you just understand that they don't get what you're talking about until they're in the same situation. They're coming back to you saying, oh, I thought I knew what you were talking about before, but now since I've been in around the same situation, I really hear you, like I really understand. So there's something with getting a different perspective that is really, really going to be successful. Like it's going to help so much with the situation. Then there's face your fears. There's like in the midst of this is like whatever wants to come up to the surface, because there's a lot of moon energy there. Whatever wants to come up to the surface, it's almost like you need to clear that out so that we can get to our wish fulfillment. Whatever is that, like this Phoenix rising and being sort of in the leader of the pack, like being in the lead of the transformation, in the lead of these butterflies, being very present and just looking at a situation, trying to have like a different perspective on it or a different angle, it will be so lucrative. And at the same time, it's like things then start to come up to the surface, things maybe that you necessarily haven't touched for a while. Does that make sense? If there's something that's been going on in your past and you haven't really been introduced to any reminders of that situation, any negativity, and anything that has brought you back to those feelings or those situations, they will now. There's this moon energy here that is just sort of it's awakening things inside of you, Pisces. It's like discovering new sides to yourself. Discovering new sides to yourself, for sure. There's an other energy going on simultaneously here, just like that little child. Okay, so first we have these butterflies, and then you're the leader of the pack. Like you're the leader of the butterflies. You're the leader in this transformation. And then we have all these children. All these children are looking to Gabriel, but not this one child. This one child has another opinion, another agenda. There's a different vibe, like there's something going on underneath here. Let me clarify this face your fears, please. Okay. So this Phoenix rising, this second chance, this coming back around and just realizing who you are, gaining a different perspective on life. This is so much about you. This is so much about you not fitting in where you have been maybe most of your life, most of your time, in a relationship, in a job situation, just in a belief setting, an old version of you, because this is so much about like outgrowing your situation. You have outgrown a situation. You do not fit here anymore. Do you see that giraffe cannot stand up straight? And number 8 there is power and strength, is endless possibilities that wants to come in. And it's like you need to get away from, you don't fit in this relationship anymore. You don't fit in this work situation anymore. You don't fit in this old version of you anymore. Take whatever applies there. It can be anything, because this is general. So it's going to be different for everyone. Together with truth be told, this is like bare your soul. Open, like to just step into your authentic, like this is you choosing the best version of yourself. And I can understand how that can be really frightening sometimes. That can be really, really fearful. Like you can feel fearful of reaching this level of yourself. This deep, deep understanding can sometimes be a little bit scary. This is about opening that window to your soul and just from now on, just be the most authentic Pisces that you can ever. I'm not saying that you haven't been. I'm just saying you have probably been playing it a little bit safe, Pisces. You're in this safe, same route. And there's not much extra that has been standing out to you until now. Like you're coming into your most authentic version and you're being inspired to move on. Archangel Gabriel. So let's see what that is about. And if there's anything about that child. Archangel Gabriel. Why is that here for Pisces, please? Wow. That's so interesting because it sort of doesn't have anything to do with Archangel Gabriel or like this card. What is going on here? There is an underlying current, underlying energy that is, it's like it's going on simultaneously. We have the fates here, like you will be put where you're fated. And to the sea is very much like follow your dreams, follow where it feels easy, follow the breadcrumbs, follow the little red hearts, and you will end up in the right position. This situation is fated. The stars are aligning, like you're but Archangel Gabriel, what does that have to do with anything? Because that is not even a connection. I don't even sense the connection. Gabriel is all about like your inner child, healing your children. If you have children, knowing that those children are protected and guided. They have their own guardian angels. I just don't feel that. Like, what is going on here? Silver for what? Silver. Can I get some more clarity around the Archangel Gabriel? Why is that here, please? I think that is it. A tower moment. Disruption. Disruption. So I'm getting like a complete change. There's a complete change for someone. Like if you lived your life up until this point a certain way, there's a disruption right now. And this disruption, it might sound a little bit dangerous or sound a little bit scary or whatever, but it really isn't. It's a disruption to get you on your right path where you're fated to go. I am going to move this into the extension and see what else I can find. Go deeper here and see if I can connect a dot, see whatever else Spirit wants you to know. Fascinating energy here today. So if you're interested in that, if you feel like this is your reading and you want to know more, just read in the description box down below. There's 2 ways to get to the extension, and whatever fits you better, please choose it. If not, thank you so much for watching. I highly appreciate you coming here and watching these videos, taking time out of your day. I really don't take that for granted. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching.